property now, and some people don't. We can all think of this song as an American song. Yes, it is. An American progressive song. See why I was a little frustrated yesterday when we were talking about the Tickle Fest? That song goes to indoctrination, but that was last week's story. Land grabs are where we're at today. It's grab all the land you can, grab all the rights you can. How about health care? Oh, let's talk about health care. Friends, we got trouble. The Soviets called health care a right, but they also called it something else, maintenance. It sounds so tender and loving when they call it maintenance, doesn't it? I can almost picture the caring hospitals in the Soviet Union performing maintenance on the human body like a Jiffy Lube for people. You don't have a right to a commodity. What you do have a right is for life, liberty, property, the pursuit of happiness. Oh, but I guess you're just too stupid to understand all the benefits you'll receive from health care. Oh, it's not going to be a Jiffy Lube for people. No, 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 that was the Soviet Union. This time it's going to be great. How great? It's futuristic. It's a surprise. That's what Nancy Pelosi says. It's a surprise it's going to be so great.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
Oh, I can't wait to open it. Now, I'm not a salesman, but I used to think that the old buy it first, then look what's in the box, you know, that Monty Hall used to do, never worked out. Usually ended with wah, wah. Now, that's the clip that everybody's focusing on today. But here's the clip that I think deserves attention. Listen carefully to what she says.
I don't know if you have heard that it is a legislation for the future. Oh. Not just about health care for America, but about a healthier America. Where preventive care is not something that you have to pay a deductible for or out of pocket. That prevention. It's about diet, not diabetes. It's going to be very...
It's going to be great. It's about diet, not diabetes. No, that's not exciting. That's frightening. This is indeed about a future. I don't know if you heard it was about health care. It's not. Yes, Nancy Pelosi, you're right. It's not. It's about the future. In fact, one that kind of... Didn't George Orwell used to write about this future? I do not want the government controlling my diet. I like to being able to decide whether to stuff my face with Doritos and sit around the house in my underpants and eat all day. It's my choice. How does a health care bill help me eat right, I wonder? Will there be food police ready to cuff me and take me in if I have an extra donut? You know, here in New York, they've just proposed a ban on salt. Salt. You tell me that you can't serve salt in your restaurant, I ain't ever coming again. The government cannot make people healthy. If I want to stuff my face, I'm going to stuff my face. If I'm going to have a heart attack in 15 minutes because I stuffed my face, it's my fault. If the firemen have to come to my house and cut a big, huge hole in the side of my wall because I'm stuck to my couch because I'm a big, fat fatty just eating marshmallows all day, and the firemen have to come in with a crane and pull me out and put me on a flatbed truck to take me to the hospital, you know what? I should have to pay the bill. I pay the bill. Because I was the fatty fatso that ate marshmallows all day. You know, there's a place in New York City. You got to come to New York City and do the town with me, because I know where all the good stuff is. They make double-fried cherry pie. It's good. Now, it's been banned. Too many fats. Yeah. May I just say, this pie was made for you and me. See, it's a fatty, fat pie. That's what it is. Banned. Take that down, put the address of the place up. There it is. 383 Fifth Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. This is unbelievable. Have it. You might have a heart attack, but you drop dead with a smile on your face. Eat one while you still can. Look, Here's the thing. Progressives have always been the people that think they can make a better choice than you can, because they don't believe in individual rights. They believe in the collective. They'll drag you to it. If they can't guide you to it, they'll drag you to it. Because if we're all healthier, well, then we all are so much happier. They'll pick your menu every night if they have to. America, you're being bypassed. You see what's happening here? This is from another restaurant in New York. They're actually writing about it in New York. They're calling it crack pie, because you can't just have one piece of pie. This pie is, how much is this? $44? $55? $44 a pie. $44 a pie. Worth every dime. The president can't achieve what he wants. He can't achieve what he wants. He's made speech after speech. You don't want it. He can't go through the proper channels. He can't do it without bribery or whatever. So he'll go through the back door. He'll take it through reconciliation. He'll take it through executive power. One man, taking it on himself. No Congress, no process, just him and his pen. Maybe a piece of pie. He can have it, you shouldn't. Really, he knows better. He works out all the time. He's got a team of doctors helping him. Healthcare has been debated in America for a year. We don't want it. But President Obama is going to use reconciliation to jam it through. This isn't just some meaningless bill. We're talking about something that will fundamentally change, transform America. As she said, it's not just about health care. No, 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 it's about health. How about a fishing ban? A fishing ban that would put jobs at risk in the middle of an economic crisis. But beyond that, you and your son being told you can't go there to fish. What the hell is happening to us? How are people not seeing this? He's going to do it through executive powers, without consulting the public. 13 million acre land grab for monuments in the West. We find out through a leak. And he's using, you're going to love this, the Antiquities Act of 1906. 1906. Theodore Roosevelt. This Antiquities Act, by the way, is supposed to be confined to the smallest area compatible with proper care. No one but progressives want this. No problem. Executive order. It's an all in all out assault on your rights for power. And it doesn't just stop with land. It doesn't stop with health care. There's more. The changes that this administration is pushing through in the dead of the night, this is all stuff that has broken in the last few days while people are talking about Tickle Fest, including me. Why was I upset that we wasted time last night? Wait until I show you in the next break why accumulating power never, ever ends well. And why I have told you from the beginning, Cass Sunstein is the most dangerous man in America. The Wall Street Journal gets that today. I'll show you next. A few months ago on this program, that pie is unbelievable. I told you that Cass Sunstein was the most dangerous man in America. He's our regulatory czar. He's the guy who the behavioral economist, he's the guy that says he can get people to act in economically irrational ways by nudging them. Well, let me show you a headline today from the Wall Street Journal. Economic policy, nudge gives way to shove. The article is about how the sneaky incentives like cash for clunkers, they're not cutting it anymore. People aren't buying into it. So we need to do something else. Can't nudge them anymore. They've now decided to shove. Evidence, Obama is shoving the insurance companies. He wants to regulate insurance rates. He wants to prohibit commercial banks from owning or investing in private equity firms or hedge funds. He can't nudge them there, so he has to push, penalize, take away, shove, threaten. That's why the good Chairman Mao, who ironically so many of the people in the White House seem to love so much, says power comes from the barrel of a gun. We've seen it in history over and over again. Nudging doesn't work. So when that doesn't work, but you have to do the right thing for the people, what do? Well, shove. But sometimes shoving doesn't work. Sometimes there are people that just aren't intimidated. Well, that's where this guy's handy gun comes into play. It's great. You know, Woody Guthrie, oh, he loved communism. This land is made for you and me. Let me show you the Constitution from communist Russia. How they changed from a nudge to a shove. In 1936, the Soviet Constitution, nudge. 1977, the Soviet Constitution, shove. In 1936, they promised certain ownership rights and the great things citizens